Wow, there is such a big group here. Thank you so much to everyone who's traveled near and far to be here today. When I was in 5th grade, I was cut from my first volleyball team. I was a tall, gangly kid with absolutely no skill or talent and zero volleyball IQ. Honestly, the only reason I made the team that year was because so many other kids turned it down. So I'm here by default. And I absolutely hated that first year. I wanted to quit immediately. The only reason I'm standing in front of you today is because my mom encouraged me to try it for one more year. And that year changed everything. I learned to love the game, the energy, the challenge, the competition. What started as something I didn't even want to do slowly became something that shaped who I am today. By the time I got to Marquette, I was no stranger to hard work. Growing up, I ran sprints in the off-season with my dad. I did swimming workouts with my mom on vacation. I drove straight from high school basketball practice to club volleyball practice every day of the week for all 4 years of high school. Effort was never optional, it was just a part of life. But being at Marquette unlocked an entirely new level for me. As a student athlete, you're tired, your body hurts, you're covered in bruises from practice, limping from weights, and already knowing you'll be 10 times more sore the next day. You can barely keep your eyes open, and yet you have an exam to study for. And somehow, some way, you learn not to just survive in the chaos, but to thrive in it. I have so many people to thank today, because none of this happens alone. To my teammates, thank you for being in the trenches with me every single day. To my coaches, thank you for believing in me and pushing me beyond what I thought I was capable of. To the support staff who work behind the scenes, making sure all the wheels don't fall off, you are the backbone of every single successful program. To my family, thank you for guiding me to believe I could accomplish anything I set my mind to. And to my husband, Carl, who also happens to be an All-American volleyball player, thank you for continuing to push me to be a better version of myself. I am here today because of all of you. And of course, it wasn't always smooth sailing. There were bumps along the way, like when a car drove through the Al McGuire Center for the second time and landed on the court right before we were supposed to host the first round of the 2018 NCAA volleyball tournament. But in between the chaos, there were also the learning moments. So today, I want to share a few lessons volleyball and Marquette taught me. First, embrace failure. Try hard things, fail early and fail often. Travel outside your comfort zone because that's where the real growth happens. No one does anything extraordinary by doing what they've always done. Second, surround yourself by people who share your mission. After my freshman year, only 6 of us remained on the volleyball team. We set out to create a new culture with off-season lifts, senior-led open gyms, and accountability for one another. The commitment culminated in a program best Sweet 16 run and a hard-fought 5-set comeback win against the then 4-ranked Wisconsin on the road. Third, mindset is everything. Believe you can and you will. I remember a preseason match my freshman year. We were completely out of system, not in a good offensive position. I ended up coming off the court, and my coach Ryan asked me, "Allie, did you think you were going to get a kill on that swing?" My immediate answer was yes. Did I that time? I don't think so. I probably hit it out of bounds. But believing I could get a kill on every swing is what set me apart. Fourth, it's the little things that add up to make a big difference. The hours of film, rehab after every practice, extra reps when no one is watching. The discipline to work hard when no one is holding your hands. That's what separates good from great. And finally, have fun along the way. The moments I cherish most weren't just the wins. They were launching half-court basketball shots at practice, dressing up as our coaches for Halloween, and sliding down the Lincoln Monument after a match in the dark. Those moments, the joy, the laughter, the shared experience, that's what lasts. And these lessons didn't just end on the volleyball court. They continue to shape how I show up in life today. The work ethic I developed as an athlete and cultivated at Marquette has allowed me to become the kind of doctor I aspire to be, resilient, disciplined, and deeply committed to serving others. My volleyball journey might have began with being cut, doubted, and almost walking away. But in reflecting on my time at Marquette, I realized these things didn't just make me a better athlete, they taught me how to endure, how to believe, and how to stay when times get tough. So thank you to Marquette, to volleyball, and to every person who's believed in me along the way.